Are these purple? Are these blue? I think they're... Come on in. I only got like 30 minutes. Boy, this sun done been cooked. This sun done cooked me, man. I'm like so dark. Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing? I only got like 30 minutes. I got to get off like 8:10. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. Hold up. Make sure they clean. Y'all know how I be with my glasses. Hold on. What up? I said I'd come on and chat with y'all for 30 minutes. Because y'all might not see me again for a minute. Unless God tell me to come on here. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Hello from Canada. Look, I was looking at my analytics because YouTube sends you your monthly analytics, right? So for this month, it said, let's do a contest. Pick who has been listening to you the most. It had the USA, Australia, and United Kingdom. So I picked the USA because I figured, but y'all, it was the UK. More people from the UK watched me in the month of August. And I'm American. What's up with you American people? The United Kingdom and Australia is putting y'all to shame. USA was number 3. UK was number 1. Australia was number 2. And the USA was number 3 for the most watched. But it had other nations too. But the UK, Australia, and then America. Don't let the UK and Australia put y'all to shame. What's wrong with y'all? I'm an American. USA was supposed to be first, not number 3. But I love my UK and I love my Australian people. And thank y'all. I was shocked. I said, wow, thank y'all. And I got 300 shares. 300 people shared my videos. And I got, what it says, 1,600 likes this month. I never really pay attention to it. They send it to me every month, and I never even bother to look at it. But something just was like, just look at it. And so I did. And I was like, wow. So big ups to the UK, Australia, and then the USA. And then all the other nations that came after like Africa, places like that. In an old video, you mentioned Lunik would lead the bull run through. I'm not talking about no coins. A lot of stuff I told y'all about these coins have come to pass. A few things have not. And you're just going to have to wait. Because we haven't even had the 3 to 6 weeks bull run yet. Every time it gets ready to start, some terrible news comes out. Look, we was doing good. Then Shibarium was supposed to come, right? And then he didn't release the Shibarium the first night. So that disappointed a lot of people, and they thought it was a scam. He was talking about a $2,000 book. So that got rid of a lot of people. Then these ETFs was supposed to come out in the UK, in Europe, and they changed their mind till 2024. So that just literally bled the market. And I told y'all they were going to do it. Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all I had vision, and the video's on here. And I told y'all they was going to tank the market before Shibarium came out. And they did. And boy, Oh my goodness, the market was bleeding. And do you know it's only one coin leading the market, and that's bad idea? Just like in June and what was it, May and June and part of July, Pepe was the only one leading the market. And now we have bad idea that's leading the market. If you look at the market, everything else is red except for bad. I'm like, Daddy, what the world is going on? How can just one coin out of thousands of coins be running the market just like Pepe? That's how you know the market's being manipulated. This is not financial advice, nor am I a guru moneymaker. I'm just telling you what I was discussing with our father. The market is being manipulated heavily. We look, the feds don't come back until September 20th or the 29th, right? And the Lord said they got one more rate hike. They want to do two, but for some reason they may only do one. And then they want to do them into next year, but they're not going to. Something's going to stop them, right? All right. So that's almost 2 months the Fed's been gone. We should have a bull run. And we was going to. If he would have released SzBmw the first night, even if Europe didn't take the EFTs, we still would have had a mini bull run. But he did not release it the first night. All he did was talk about a $2,000 book. And that disappointed people heavily. Then on top of that, when he comes back the next night and he announces SzBmw, the market tanked even more. Then they just busted the website up. So now SzBmw is live, but in private mode. What? Why is SzBmw live in private mode? They know it's like 1.5 million people or more than that that's in the Shiba community. So they already knew when they released it, it was going to be huge. It was going to be parabolic, just like it was. And they should have known it was going to break the site. They should have been prepared for it. This stuff is done on purpose, y'all. You've been building this doggone thing for almost 2 years. This SzBmw for 2 years, y'all. You mean to tell me, after one night of being live, your site crashed and it's been in private mode ever since? And this is not pandemic? Come on, y'all. Wake up. This stuff is planned. You can't work on a doggone network for 2 years. And not even a full day. It was a night, half of a night. By the next day, the SzBmw was in private mode. And you trying to make us believe that you didn't know it was going to happen with the big sheep army, the big sheep community. You've been working on it 2 years. You didn't think they were going to take your site? Come on now. This is all pandemic, man. It's all pandemic. To stop a bull run. I guarantee you, I'll be shocked if we have a bull run before the feds come back on the 20th or the 29th of September. I would actually be shocked if we have a bull run because it's all pandemic. All pandemic. We supposed to have a bull run, but they not letting us have a bull run. And I will be shocked if we have a bull run or a mini bull run before the feds come back. By the time the feds come back, and we have not had a bull run, pandemic. when I say pandemic, I mean planned. Set up. They don't want y'all to have no money. They don't want to release this market. The market is in captivity. The market is in bondage. And y'all need to start praying and ask God to intervene. Now, he did say, what was it, a week or two ago, within 3 to 6 weeks, there would be some millionaires. And on that bad idea, I know people have made a lot of money. Because when it started out, it had a lot of zeros. Now it got 6 zeros. And they say it's going to drop a zero before August is out, right? So we got one more week to see that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, guys, I'm not cursing the market. I want us to have a bull run. But the way that they're doing things, I would be surprised if we have a bull run before the feds come back. And even if the feds don't raise the rate, they're going to keep it the same. Like, what is it, 2.5% or whatever they... They probably gonna keep it the same. If they don't raise the rates in September, they gonna raise it again before the year is out. Because Daddy said they planning on doing 2, but they will only do 1. So when they come back next month and they don't raise the rate and they keep it the same, then maybe the market may move and we may have a small bull run. But if they raise the rates in September, we ain't gonna have no bull run until like October, November. But if they keep it the same, when September comes, we may have a bull run after that. But if they raise the rates, don't be looking for a bull run until October, November. I'm telling you, I'm learning how to read charts now. I'm not an expert. I'm not a money marketer, but I'm following other people and I'm learning how to read their charts and I'm learning trends now. And I'm talking to Daddy, right? Now, Daddy told me crypto.com was going to be probably the first one to carry Bad Idea, right? And right after he told me that, I saw an article from one of the money guru guys that said that Shabirium gave crypto.com a big shout out and that they may carry it this week. So we'll see, right? And then he told me something, I can't talk about a DT on here because every time I talk about DT on here, I get in trouble. So if y'all want to see the word of God, I didn't even put it in the community tab. If you want to see what God said about TD, y'all know who TD is, ex-president. Go to my Facebooks, Rosalind Solomon, Prophetic Mantle, and if you in the prayer group, Rosalind Solomon's group, the word about TD is in there, right? But then the Lord, he gave me something else. About miracles and blessings coming. Oh, and then he gave me, okay, y'all remember the leopards that Yahushua healed? And out of all the lepers, only one came back to thank him. So he had me put a word early this morning, as soon as I came out of prayer, on here and on Facebook about how all the coins I've given y'all, and a lot of y'all have made money, and a lot of y'all have not come back to sow a seed. And he told me, he said a lot of y'all made money off of that Bad Idea and the Pepe coin, because I told y'all about the frogs, but I didn't know it was Pepe. And he told me, he said, put a warning there that they better not forget you. They need to come back and sow a seed. Now listen, I'm not a money financial advisor or nothing. And I was like, Daddy, you sure you want me to put that up there? I don't want to get in trouble. And he told me to put it up there. And I put it on here and Facebook. He said, because a lot of y'all have made a lot of money off, especially Bad Idea, Pepe, and other coins I've given you. And many of you never came back. And he kept giving me the story of the leopards. Yah healed a lot of leopards. They tell us only 3, but he healed a lot. And only 1 came back and thanked him. 1. Yes. So, and if you don't believe what I'm saying and the word that I put out there from Daddy, then go and pray and be like, did you tell Apostle that? He says a lot of y'all, a lot of you. He even gave me names of some of y'all that didn't do right. But I ain't gonna put you on Front Street like that. Some of y'all got video YouTube channels and everything, and y'all mention me, y'all mention my prophecy, but ain't came back. I'm not talking about Digimon. I'm not interested in Digimon Rabbit. I already gave a word about Digimon Rabbit back in March. I told y'all what was it? Digimon Rabbit, WikiCat. Digimon Rabbit, WikiCat, and it was another one. I told y'all God said those coins were not going to pump like that prophet said. I told y'all. And I told y'all God said it would be a long time before they pump. And look, have they pumped? They doing worse than some of the other coins. Have they pumped? No, y'all got suckered. The only one the Lord told me to go back to was BNB Tiger. And that's the one I went back to. Right? And even if BNB Tiger went up today, you couldn't get your money. They don't got enough liquidity in there. Let's say it dropped 3, 4 zeros. Only a few people would be able to get their millions or a couple of 100,000. Rest of y'all be stuck because they don't have enough liquidity in it. So instead of praying for BNB Tiger to drop 3 and 4 zeros, you need to be praying also that they have enough liquidity to pay people. Because if BNB Tiger dropped 340s right now, it's going to be a lot of millionaires that can't collect their money. You'll be a millionaire in the digital world, but in the tangible world, you will be worth what you are worth now. So y'all need to be praying instead of, God, can you make it drop 3 to 4 zeros? You need to be praying that they burn it because it has a tax on it. So if they start burning it and getting tax on it, then that could build the liquidity. And I learned this is why a lot of the coins have taxes on them, so they could build the liquidity. Because if a lot of y'all, if it dropped 3, 4 zeros, a lot of y'all be millionaires, because a lot of y'all had it when it had 25 zeros, and a lot of y'all bought it when it had 19 zeros, 18 zeros, even now 17 zeros, right? And if it dropped, how y'all gonna get paid? Ain't no liquidity in it. So me and Daddy was talking about that, and he said, tell them to pray for liquidity, pray for burns. That's what's going to build the liquidity up. And so when it do drop 4 and 5 zeros, and you millionaires, hundredaires, whatever y'all going to be, will be able to collect your money. This is not financial advice, nor am I guru money market. Daddy is the best money market agent out there. And he teaches me things about the market that I don't learn from everybody. Okay, I learned stuff from Johnny, Matthew Perry, what's his name, Keenan, Stock Up with Larry, Stock Up with Josh, and December DeMarco. And there's a couple of other ones, but I can't remember their names. One of them, I think he's called Crypto King, something like that, right? I learned a lot from them over the past 2.5 years, but a lot of stuff I've learned from the Lord. And I'm learning how to read the charts because they show you about the charts, So I read them. And then I'm starting to learn the trends of the market. And any of you who've been studying the market for the past 21 months, you should be learning. You should know the trends of the market. You should know when it's being manipulated. And it's being been manipulated for the past 21 months. And from this month of August, and the Lord told you August was going to be something else with them. I think this is the heaviest they've ever manipulated it. I mean, because they knew, you know what, that Shibarium, when it came out, it should have made millionaires instantly. With Sheep, Bone, Sheena, and look at Sheila. Daddy said that coin was going to have a great run, and it was. Do you know that coin could have probably made some people extremely rich if the man himself that created the coin did not come out and tell y'all they relaunching it to send your coins to him and sell. It tanked it. Daddy said they did that on purpose. Has there been a relaunch yet? Nope. They did that on purpose because they did not want that Sheila coin to run. They saw that coin going to mounts and leaps. That coin was going parabolic. And they was like, nope, we ain't having no millionaires here. We ain't letting nobody get rich here. He came out with that FUD. Boom. It's almost a week. Have they relaunched it yet? Really? And y'all fell for it. I told y'all that y'all the ones that run the market. They don't run the market. They just the masters with the puppets. They pull your strings and y'all run. Instead of y'all nixing his FUD and just kept letting it go, it would have ran and people would have made a lot of money. See, I wasn't stupid. When I saw it start running, I was shocked it started running like that after I gave the word. Well, yeah, a couple of times I gave words on coins and they just ran parabolic. It made people money, but they never came back here to thank the Lord, right? So when I saw it started running, I was like, I'm taking my profits. I wasn't greedy. I prayed. I was like, God, should I take my profits? He said, yeah. And then he told me some other coins to invest in, which I am not saying. So don't ask me because he told me to keep quiet. Right. And I took my money. So when he came out and he crashed that coin with that FUD, Rosalind was good. I was good. I was lovely. All right. I was like, they will not get me this time. Because sometimes you see it running and you be like, okay, I'm going to let it stay. I was like, they not getting me this time. And even with bad idea, I took out my profits. I did. I took them out. I took what I invested and I took out, over that. I was like, I don't care. I don't care. I took profits. And y'all, and I'm not telling y'all what to do, but remember God said, don't be greedy. A lot of y'all was in my coaching class, and a lot of y'all was on my Facebook, and those millionaires that was in my coaching class, they've been on my Facebook this year. They was in my last coaching class, because I'm not having coaching anymore on Patreon. And they was in my last coaching class, and a lot of y'all heard them say they were millionaires. They were in Mexico. They were living it up and living it. And instead of them taking out all their money, tanked. Tanked. They learned their lesson, and they beautiful young men, very beautiful, intelligent young men. Love them to kudos, you know. So don't be like that. Huh? Okay, pause on the YouTube. Okay, what time is it? Okay, I got 10 minutes. All right. So just know all of this stuff is pandemic. They trying to stop that bull run. They trying to stop that bull run. But you know what? The Lord has shown me like this pretty shiny. Like I'm seeing it right now. Like the Lord has shown me this pretty shiny, like light coming down from the sky. I assume coming from the heavens, right? And it had all these little cows in it. All these little cows. Some was gold, some was silver, some was black, some was brown, and some had multicolors. And they were just going up in this light. Now the silver ones, the silver. Now we know ain't no such thing as silver bulls or gold bulls, but that's what I saw, right? Now the silver bull is for like swamp coins. You know, they call them swamp coins, like Pepe, stuff like that, right? That's what the silver was for. And the gold coins was like for the altcoins and the stable coins. And the multicolored bulls were for all of them, you know. And also the gold coin was for Bitcoin and Ethereum. But the the multicolor bulls was for every coin you could think of. And they were all just going up. So y'all take that for what it really is. What does that mean? You see all these, you have a vision and you see all these bulls going up. What that tell you? It's not going to happen. And we need to pray that it happen before the year is out so we could get something. Because they done took everything in the past 21 months. So let's just pray that vision I had come to pass. Now that vision I had on October 21st, where I saw God lifting, didn't I tell you? And that prophecy came to pass. I saw all those coins. They were beaten up. Even Bitcoin, Shibarium, all of them, they were beaten up. Y'all remember it? I don't know if it's still on here because about 100 of my videos are gone. I don't even have any videos from 2019 on here, guys. Not a one. Not a one. And I got half of 2020 on. What happened to them? Who erasing them? And why would you do that? You don't want people to know certain things. Let's not even go there. But anyway, right? I had saw all those coins. They were dirty, run down, beat up. Then y'all remember the other vision I had? It was like a Casper ghost, like a white Casper ghost, and it was fat and stinky. And all these coins was in the glass case locked up with a big silver lock, and that meant disappointment. And the thing was sitting on there, and it was a female because she had like a pretty little face, but she was stinky, and she was putting her butt up like this. She was just farting all over the coins. I told y'all about that. Hopefully that's still up here on here. And she was just laughing, and God came and just knocked her behind right off, and he took this big old golden key, and he unlocked it, and then the coins was slowly coming out. And in the dream where I had it with the 13th Witches Council, was praying, and come to find out, guys, it's true. They do really have a 13 Witch Council. What? And they was praying all over the coins, cursing the coins, right? And they were so dirty and rustic and rusty, right? And God was pulling them, but he called Ethereum first. First I saw Bitcoin, and then I saw Bitcoin Gold, and then I saw another Bitcoin, and then I believe it was Sheeb, and Sheeb had a baby or two. Then it was Doge, and he had a wife, and a baby, and there is a baby Doge and there is a wife Doge, right? But I don't think wife Doge doing so good. But baby Doge, they did burn a lot of those coins, right? And then I saw Superman, but he had the Ethereum diamond blue thing on him. And then I heard God say, Ethereum, go! And then Superman took off! Right? And then the Bitcoin and all of them, they was all holding hands and they was smiling and they was happy and dancing. Right? And then after the Bitcoin and SHIB and all of them, and then the Ethereum, then that's when the other stable coins, altcoins, swap coins, meme coins, whatever you want to call them, they started coming up out the dirt, like a couple at a time, not a whole bunch, a couple at a time. And then they were like dirty and rustic. Some were silver, some were gold but tarnished. But after they was coming up, they all started shining and stuff, right? And we're seeing that come to pass now. And then the fat Casper sitting on that was hilarious. I never seen that like that in my life. When Daddy knocked her off and he unlocked the key, it was this long glass case, guys. I couldn't even see where it ended, and it had all these coins in it, and they were all coming up slow though. Very slow, and they were worn, and they were torn, and they were tired, but they was coming up slow. And here we is 21 months later, and these coins, the market don't even move, guys. The coins, they don't even move. When have in history, even all the times that the market has tanked, when in history have you ever seen the market this bad? This is the worst it has ever been in the history of the market. I believe the stock market started in the 18th centuries, right? This is the worst you have ever seen. And this is the enemy fighting at his finest, because y'all remember I seen him in the Cobra outfit. He had two horns and he had a big old rake. And he was very, very angry. And he was trying to crash those coins, literally with his fork, but he couldn't. They had faces and they were smiling, and they were race cars, and they were all different colors. And he was getting mad because they were like zoom, zoom, and they were laughing at him because they had smiling face. And that was making him mad. He's still just trying to, and then all of a sudden Luna came out the blue and shot up, right? And he just looked, and he was mad because he couldn't get it. So he just like, so I at the time I really didn't know what that mean, but months later, God helped me to figure it out. What it meant was, guys, although he wasn't able to crash any or destroy any, it meant that he was going to try his best to destroy and crash. So all of these crashes we've been having, I had that vision like last April, May, June, July, August, 16 months. What have we seen? Nothing but crashes. Okay, a coin will pop here and there. The market will run a little here and there, but won't run past 3 weeks. Right? So what have we been seeing? He just crash. And that's exactly what he was doing in the vision. He was trying to take his pitchfork and just crash him. But see, even though he was crashing, he couldn't destroy any of them. They held on to the very end. And when you look at these coins, they holding on. Look at Jasmine. What is it? 3 cents? This coin was $1.50 and some change. Barely 21 months ago. Look at that coin. It was $30,000 21 months ago. What was it? Farm something, and now it's like 20 something dollars. What? In 21 months from 30,000. Look at Internet Computer. That was $7.50. That sucker what? $3 now? $5 now? Look at she. It was 4088. What is it now? 507 something. Oh, what's another one? There's coins that was $11,000 20 months ago. They're like $15. Look at Solana. Solana was almost $300. What is it now? $14 to $21. Look at Bitcoin Cash. That sucker was almost $5,000 a coin. What is it now? 100 and something. I'll go. All these coins. Crypto.com. Doge was like what? 40 cents 21 months ago, and it's barely 6 cents now. Come on. So in the vision, he was, crashing them and stuff, but he couldn't kill them. He couldn't kill them, but he was crashing them, but he couldn't kill them. They was getting away from him. So that means, that part of the vision, we're experiencing that now. But the end of the vision has not come to pass yet because they got away from him. And Luna, as they were getting away from him and about to pop, Luna Classic, because it was yellow and blue, like Luna Classic, not like Luna 2.0. It was Luna Classic. Came up like the sun. So what is that saying? That Luna Classic is going to be a big coin. And what I'm getting from my own vision is all of this we're seeing, it's coming to an end. I just don't know when, but it's either going to be this year or next year, beginning next year when Bitcoin halving come by March, before March. But so when these coins start popping slowly like they was doing in the vision, Luna Classic gonna bust out. It's going to bust out. Y'all remember the dream I had about the big fat black lady? Well, she was a dark lady. She beat the crap out of that Luna. She beat him for 3. Was it a he or a she? I think it was a he. The Luna Classic. She beat him to a pulp 3 times in a row. And 3 times he tried to get away. He could not get away for nothing. He was a little scrawny little thing. And she was huge. And the only reason why I could see the Luna, because she was so big and expanded around him. The only reason why I could see him, because when she was beating him, she kept lifting him up and throwing him down. Lifting him up and throwing him down. And when she lifted him up, he tried to go this way, but she would grab him and throw him down, right? So then the 4th time she lifted him up, he went, pew! He took off and he didn't even look back. He was gone. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I knew that Luna Classic was going to be beat to a pulp. And if it wasn't for me watching Brother Johnny's videos, because don't nobody really talk about Lunic Classic the way he do, and the repeg, he's got a passion for it. Other people, you don't even hear them. All you hear them talk about is sheep, bad AI, Pepe, Algo, Quant, Salon, all of that, right? You don't really hear them talk about too much of Lunic anymore, or Lunic Classic. So Johnny is the only one. So if it wasn't, for me watching his videos, I wouldn't know that prophecy is actually coming to pass, because they are beating it. Let me tell you, they were supposed to send they had agreed to send 800 million UST to a burn wallet or whatever, right? And that would have skyrocketed the UST. But they didn't do it. And a week passed by, they still didn't do it. Do you know the terror station got hacked, y'all? The coins got hacked. Really? So now Johnny's like, oh, we got blacklist the coins. So if they blacklist the coin, nobody can use them to get money. Now, isn't that a coincidence that the quorum passed, but yet a whole week went by and they never sent the 800 million or a billion to the burn wallet so that the repay can happen? And then a week later, they get hacked. Who took the coins? Inside job. So who knows when the repay going to happen? It's going to happen because I had a vision about it and the Lord told me. Well, so can you tell me? Hack was pandemic. Planned. Come on, you cannot tell me that that's a coincidence that the coin went in and you were supposed to send the coins and a whole week has gone by and you never sent them, and then the terror station and stuff get hacked? Really? And nobody's pushing the blacklist of coins but Johnny. Somebody gonna get rich when that thing does peg. Even if it pegs to 10 cents, they're gonna get rich. Or it could just parabolic and peg to $1, $2, $3. Because listen, before Luna fell, it was only $1. But see, what y'all don't understand is things have changed. That doggone peg UST could peg to $2, $3. Parabolic. Because that's all I keep hearing God say. Parabolic is coming. Parabolic. And we already seen it with Pepe and Bad Idea and a few other coins. This Harry Potter Obama coin. I mean, we seeing that, right? And we only seeing that with a couple of coins. Can you imagine when the market really does take off? Parabolic, parabolic. That's what y'all gonna be singing. Parabolic, 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 parabolic. That's what y'all gonna be singing to the moon, to heaven, when this market is released. But guess what? By the time they released it, so many people gonna be shaken out of it. So many people ain't gonna be in it. So many people aren't even gonna have the chance to experience the blessing that God had for them. because he said that. Remember? I told you that a year and a half ago. He said many people who was in it back then are not in it now. He said only the strong will survive. Only the strong will survive. And the ones that survive, those are the millionaires. Those are the millionaires that's been in. Those of you who've been holding on for the past 21 months, you are, and depending on how much money, coins you got, why is she calling me? Hold on. Let me see if she out. Okay, I gotta go, y'all. I like this phone. I can talk. Did y'all hear me? When I said, Pat, you here? Did y'all hear me? I want to make sure y'all hear me. I'm gonna talk and come back. Okay, I gotta go. But I wasn't meaning to come on here and talk about the market. I was just gonna come on here and just talk, period. Right? Oh, yeah, and I'm sending out some orders on Thursday. Bonita, yours is coming. Zachary Jones, Daquan, and my daughter Tashani, Nepateli, and Alicia. And who else? Jeremy Hart, Renee, Paula. I'm mailing out y'all's Thursday or Saturday, and that's the end of the oil. A lot of people got their orders already because they told me. Even one lady, I made a mistake and sent her two, and she should have got one, and she was honest and told me she gonna pay for it. So glory to God. So next week, I'm going to be bottling my oil for my hair and the butter. And I'm going to start selling that. People are already asking me, can they send money for that? Okay, but I'm going to make a video. All right, so I got to go. So I guess I was meant to talk to y'all about the market. Remember, this is not money advice. I'm not a money agent, nor a guru, financial advisor. I am just an apostle with a layer from the Lord. And I'm just a person that just has a very close relationship with God, like a lot of us have. And he just chooses to use me to enrich his kingdom. All right. So love you guys. Talk to you soon. Much love. Shalom.